I hope you're having fun with adding and subtracting real numbers, and I hope that you're starting to see that negative numbers and positive numbers really play together quite nicely as long as they know the rules. Let's take a look at what to do if we are working with fractions. Again, just like before, if we see two negative symbols right next to each other, if we read the problem and we say minus negative, we're going to convert them to a positive. So let's do that first. Here I have this part minus negative. So I'm going to change both of those to a positive. Let's see if I have any more. Here I go again. I've got a fraction or a mixed number minus a negative. Change them to a positive. And 104, I have this first part minus negative. Change them to positives. And it's okay if they have the parentheses in the middle. All right, so let's take a look at fractions. Now remember, with fractions, the first thing you have to do before you can do anything is convert them to improper fractions. We don't want any mixed numbers like that. So let's go ahead and convert this. I'm going to do 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So now 3 is on the top, keep 2 in the denominator, and I'm going to keep my negative symbol. So negative 3 over 2 plus 3 over 5. Okay, so now that I've converted it, now I need a common denominator. So let's see, the common denominator between 2 and 5 is 10. So on the 5, I'm going to multiply by 2 over 2. And on the 2 side, I'm going to multiply by 5 over 5. If I do that, I have 5 times 2 is 10. So now I have 10 in the bottom. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. Now here I have 5 times 2 is 10, and 3 times 2 is 6. Now I can go straight across because my denominators are the same. So let's see, negative 15 and positive 6, different signs, subtract. So when I subtract those, it's 9. Keep the sign of the bigger one and keep my denominator. And that's all there is to it. Let's take a look at number 99. 99, we're going to do some converting of mixed numbers. Let's change them into improper fractions. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Keep the 2. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Keep the 5. And this is positive in the middle. Same thing, I need a common denominator. For 2 and 5, the common denominator is 10. So on this side, I'm going to multiply by 2 over 2, and on this side, I'm going to multiply by 5 over 5. And the reason I'm doing that is so that I can multiply these together and have 10 in the denominator. Then my new numerator is going to be 15 here. I'll have 10 in the denominator here, and my numerator here will be 22, just multiplying these straight across. Once I have common denominators, well, now I just go straight across with my addition, 15 and 22. They're both positive, so I'm going to add them, which would be 37, and keep the positive symbol, and keep my denominator. And there you have it. 101. So 101, I have a mixed number to convert. So let's see, 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5 over 3. Keep the negative. Here's a negative, 2 over 3. My denominators are the same, so that's awesome. I don't have to find a common denominator. I can just go ahead and combine them. So negative 5 and negative 2. They're both negative, so I'm same signs, add and keep. 5 plus 2 is 7. Keep the negative, keep the denominator. Is that what you got too? Let's take a look at 103, last one, and then we'll take a look at our awesome comic down here. I've got 1/3 minus 7 over 4. I don't have a common denominator, so I need to get one. 3 and 4 will both go into 12. So I want my common denominator to be 12. So what I'm going to do, let me rewrite this so that we can see it a little bit more clearly, because this number is going to make it kind of hard to work with. So rewrite it. To get 12, I would have to multiply 4 by 3. So I'm going to multiply by 3 over 3. To get 12 on this side, I have to multiply by 4. So I'm going to multiply by 4 over 4. Now, 4 times 3 is 12 in the denominator, just what I've always wanted, and 4 times 1 is 4. On this side, I'm going to keep my negative. 4 times 3 is 12 in the denominator, just what I always wanted, and 7 times 3 is 21. Now that my denominators are the same, I can just go ahead and combine my numerators. So positive 4, negative 21, different signs, subtract. If I subtract those, I'm going to get 17. Keep the sign of the bigger one. 21 is definitely bigger, so my answer will be negative. And I'm going to keep my denominator as well. All right? Hope that gave you some fraction fun. I will let you do 98 through 104 on your own and bring them into class ready to discuss. Remember, if you struggle, it's okay. Highlight it or put a star by it or write your question in the margin so that way tomorrow we can be sure to touch base on that for you and get it cleared up so that you can ace your tests.